all you that don't know me, I'm Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. How are you all today? I'm a little bit early. I think I'm about 5 minutes. So, actually no, 4 minutes. So, yeah, so I've got a few things that I want to share today. So, hi Wendy, how are you? So, like I said, I've got a few things that I'm going to quickly share today before I jump into my projects. So I hope you're all having a good day. It's a nice sunny day here in Tassie. So, got the sun shining beautifully. It's nice and warm in my craft room. So, hopefully everything goes well today. My computer decides to go. So, but alrighty, I'll turn you around and I'll pop you down and we'll go from there. So I'll turn you around, turn my mess over that way, and I'll turn you down. Oh, okay. It doesn't like to. Okay, come on. So I'm trying a new technique to make sure that it doesn't hop up and down today. So hopefully it works. So I'll just see if I can find myself on my computer here. Oh no, then I just got out of the whole thing. So it's okay. I'll get back in, and see if I can find myself again. So if I pop up there, I might be able to find it. There you go. I'm in. So, if you haven't got a demonstrator and you live in Australia, I'd be happy to post out these catalogues to you. This is our annual catalogue. This one here is our our holiday Christmas catalogue. And this one here is for beginners. So if you're new to stamping or you've never done it before, I am going to be doing making some of these cards out of here on my personal, my VIP page for my customers. So so I'll be able to go through all these with you. So if you're interested in and you've never stamped before, I'll have the links at the end of the video all about the classes that I'll be doing, or showing you how to do some things with this. So yeah. And last week, so like I said, if you haven't got a demonstrator and you live in Australia, sorry, I might have to move that down. Can only see half the top of the sheet cut off for the bottom of the catalogues. Okay, so I'll have a quick look and see what, so when I get started, actually I'll push that up a bit more and I'll see how I go. So, I'll point it that way. Hopefully that's better, Wendy. So, because my computer decided it's frozen again, so I'll just have to refresh, but yeah. So hopefully I'll just see, hopefully you can see, yeah. So, what else was I going to say? Oh, I need to turn my volume down. Okay. Oh. So, get rid of it. That's better. So, I can't really, I'm trying to get it all sorted out. So, I might have to turn, actually I'll go that way. And it's trying to get this all, I've moved stuff in my craft room. So if I move it along, I might be able to get that all in. Hopefully, I'll get it all in. I'm playing around and moving everything. So I'll just wait for a few seconds. So hopefully you can see that. Where it was before was quite good, but if I move, oh no, I can't move that up. No, I'm just going to leave it at that, because if I don't, I'll end up, so hello Jenny, hi Wendy, I've already said that to you, thank you, yes, my craft room is all good now. Hi Joyce, how are you? So, but anyway, I'm going to before I get started on the project that I'm going to do, I was a little bit slack last week, and I was meant to draw the winners from my last two videos, live videos that I've done. So the last one I've done a couple of weeks ago was the little cow card that I made. So I'm going to draw a winner for this one. So this little box here has got all my so I'm going to draw a winner. So I gave it a good shake up, and I'm going to draw a winner out now. So the first person is Wendy Allen. Congratulations, Wendy. You're getting this card here. So, woohoo, Wendy. That was just meant to be, wasn't it? So this one's coming out in the post to you. So Wendy Allen, you're the lucky one to win this one. So I'll pop that one over there. So that was that one. I'll pop him on the floor because I'll end up knocking him down. And last week I made this one on my live video, the fun fold card. So I'll draw a winner for that one. And I've got another little container with all the people from last week that commented and said hi. So like I said, if you share, like, say hi, any comment, you'll go into the draw to win what I'm making today. So you're welcome, Wendy. So hi Sandy, all the way from Manitoba, Canada. Thanks for joining me. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. But so hang on, I better give that a bit of a shake again. So I'll shake up this one, and this is for the next card. So I'm not looking, I've got it up here. So, and the next one is Chrissy Forbes. Congratulations, Chrissy. Gee, my friends are on a roll today. So Chrissy, you've got this one here. So there you go. Congratulations, Chrissy and Wendy. So I'll pop that one in there so I don't forget who, and I'll pop that one. So I'll pop these both out in the mail to you ladies tomorrow or this afternoon. Depends on how I go. So alrighty. So I don't think I need to share any more. I've just popped on a thing on my post about, I've got the new host code on there. So anybody that places an order, it doesn't matter what you order, you'll get a handmade card and a little gift from me. But if you do place an order of $250 or more, you get the you'll get the rewards from that. So yeah, so any order under $250, just put the host code in when you buy anything. So if you purchase anything from me, if you'd like to purchase anything from me, and I think that was all and if you was going to put in a big order in of $169 or more, why not join as a hobby demo and get a 20% discount on off all of your orders. Oh, that's a mouthful. Off. You'll get an ongoing 20% off all your orders after that. So that's, man, you don't have to join my team to sell and do what I'm doing. You can just like do it as a hobby, and there's no strings attached, so you don't have to you don't have to do what I'm doing. So but so if you're gonna put a $169 or more order, you might as well like join, and you'll get $235 worth in your first starter kit, and then you get 20% off on every order after that. So it's worth thinking about anyway. So I'm not pressuring you, but totally up to you. But alrighty, so first little card we're going to make, I'm not going to show you a little 3D project. The first little card we're going to make is a little easel card, and this is what I've made here. So I love the little easel card, so I'm going to make this one today. So I'll show you what I've used and what stamp set I've used. I've used a couple of stamp sets actually, so so this year I've decided I am going to go, I'm going to be really like hard on myself, and I'm going to really push my business to the limit, because I want to win I want to get the incentive trip, so I want to go to the Royal Caribbean this year, so look out. So the stamp sets I used was the Steel Scenes and the Christmas Gleaming, and I used the the Stitch Nested Labels dies, and I used little stars, and I used I can't remember the Cherry Cobbler ribbon. So that one's the diagonal striped ribbon. So I've used those. So I'll pop these aside, but I'll have all these on my blog at the end of this video. So, but I've got everything all pre-cut for my card. So I think that's all I needed. So hi Linda, how are you? Thanks for joining. Yeah, no, I love the little easel cards, and yeah, so I'll sit that one there, and hopefully you can see it at the side. You probably will, so I've got to make sure I stay up in the... So I'll grab all my stamps that I need. I like using mixture of stamps, so in this one I think I've used I didn't use that one in this one. No. That I've used that one in the other one that I used the I'm trying to think what it's called. I used the And Be Jolly stamp, so I've just got I was meant to have all these all done ahead of time, but I was just mucking around doing all sorts of other stuff. So I've got that on my block. So I've got that one. That's all I needed. And I used some of the, I think it's called the Real Red Shimmer paper. The Real Glimmer paper. So all I'm going to do is, I'll get all these done, is I'm just going to get my, my Christmas tree punch. And I'm just going to, cut out a Christmas tree from that. So, and that's all I've done was the Christmas tree. I've got a little tip I'll show after. So just remind me at the end about the little tip. So with the punch. So I've got that and that and that. So all I've done is, I'll show you what I did. I would put my Big Shot up here, but it would only like just shake my table, so I won't do that. So I'm just trying to find what I was looking for. That's it. So I used the biggest one out of here. So the biggest one, I got the biggest one out. And all I done is I got a piece of 5 1/8 by 5 1/8, and I folded it in half. And then all I done was I popped the this framelit on top of it, like just imagine that was a card, and then I just put it on top so it was sort of over, sitting over the edge of the card. So I think I've got another card. I'll quickly show you what I mean, so you'll get the idea of, because this colour was Night of Navy, so I've got a Night of Navy one in here. So this is a card here, right? So you cut your card stock to the thing, fold it, turn it around, pop your die on top, so you're sort of leaving just enough room, like, so it's not going to cut out the top part, because you don't want to cut the shape out, because if you put it too close it'll cut the whole lot and you'll end up with two of these shapes. So you need to, so I don't know if you can see it, there's just a little bit of a gap, so it's not going to cut out that part. And then all I do is I get a bit of sticky, like your Scotch tape, put a bit of sticky and then just run that through your Big Shot, and then that's what you get. So you get that little shape there. So one day I'll come on and show that when I've got a table that's not so so shaky. So I'll get my I like to do it with the trimmer, this part. So all I do is work out which way, because this is like, you're going to make sure you got the nice stitch part, so, and this part here. So all you do is pop that in, and then I just line up this triangle to this triangle, and then I pop it down, and then I just run my so I've just embossed a line through there. Pop that back. Sometimes you can have your room all nice and clean, but you still seem to junk it up. And then all you do is fold that back down on itself, so it's given it a nice even like shape. So then you've got that part there. So that was your flat card. All I've done was scored along those lines, and then folded that in, and it's given it that shape. So that's how I've done that. And the rest of all cut, so I'll go through all that. And then I cut I've cut nearly every shape out of these for this card. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this. So I am, for this week only, anybody that purchases I can't find the set. Anybody that purchases this stamp set from me, just the stamp set, will get a free card kit, and I'll send that out to you. So anybody that orders this through my online store will get a free card kit from me this week. So, or I might even squeeze it for the next 2 weeks. There you go. So the next 2 weeks, anybody that orders from this live will so I'm not seeing comments, but I'm going to keep going. So hopefully you're all still with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my cherry cobbler. I had that here. There it is, under there. Put it over there. No, not a cherry cobbler. So this is another fun fold. So I love these cards. All I'm going to do is make sure that's around the right way. And hopefully I'm going to stamp this on, so it's straight. If it's not, well, I'll have to do another one. So and it's off to the side, but actually I quite like it like that. So there you go. This one's going to be an original one. So there you go. So I'm going to do a different version today. So all I've done is stamp the Be Jolly, And that's all I need with the stamping. So I'll just grab my chamois and I'll wipe that. So, hi Donna, how are you? So, pop him over there. I'll grab my chamois. So that's all the stamping that I'm doing for this one. So like I said, I've got my card all folded. So I'm going to fold that down. I'm going to pop a bit of glue. How are you, Donna? So all I'm going to do is pop a little bit of glue on the outside of this one. Just enough to... and then this piece here is the same size as what I cut this out. And I'm just going to pop, make sure it's the right way around. I'm just going to pop that right on top of there. So I'm going to line it up, make sure it's not sticking over. And then I just put it down just to make sure it's, and then I just give it a good press down so it actually sticks. So then you're left with this fold here. So, and that's the base of your card. So that's that part, and I cut out a piece of the gold foil piece with using the next shape down from that. So hopefully you can't hear the motorbikes going past, they're quite loud. So I've just used the next shape down. So this was the big one, and then I've gone that one down, and then I've gone down the next layer, which is this one over here, for the next layer, and then I've gone this one here for the little tag. So, but alrighty, I'm just going to stick these down. So has anybody been crafting today? I haven't done anything. I've just been doing a few business things. So so all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that down, make sure it's straight. And I just love this die. It's quite cute, and you can do anything, like, well, you can tell that I've done made this easel card using so I'm actually going to have a look at some other ones that I've got, so see how I go. And I've done two of these because I want one to go on the top here and I want one to go down the bottom. So, but I've used, for this set, I've used the Wrapped in Plaid designer series paper. So for this one, I actually love this set. So, but I've used that for this set. So, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop that one down. I've actually decided now that I want to make. I know a lot of people don't like putting, like, gluing it down onto the, but I find I like it because it actually slips around and you can get it in the spot. So I'm just going to pop that there. Make sure it's straight. And I'll just hold that down. And I forgot what I was saying. I should have kept going with what I was saying. Anyway, it'll come back to me in a minute. So, but yeah, no, the DSPs are really nice. So I've been using a lot of that one. So there you go. I've actually that one stuck down. So, and then I I'll pop that one in on the inside too, so while that one's going I can get that one down. So, but yeah, no, I love the all the designer series paper. So I'm going to glue that one down on the inside, and I'm just going to try to get this one centered. So, and just hopefully my head's not in the way. So then we could have went over a little bit more, but so I've done that bit, and in this one here I've got a different one on the bottom, but I've decided I'm going to use so while I'm assembling this, I'm going to get your advice, and I'm going to ask you, what do you reckon? Do you reckon the silver foil there, hopefully you can see that one, or so the the gold, so that the gold, or the Night of Navy. So what do you reckon? So while I'm putting this together, I'll just pop in the comments, gold or the Night of Navy cardstock. So okie doke. So the next one I'm going to pop down is I'm going to pop the And Be Jolly this season. But I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a minute. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one there. And so, but yeah, I quite like the gold and the Night of Navy together. It's quite cute. Okay, pop you up there. And I think I actually quite like that on the side too. So if I'd had my stamp on properly, it would have been a lot better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop the tree up on dimensionals, and I think I'll put my dimensionals back. So I did. So okay. So I'm going to pop. I'm just going to pop one there and one up there. So I need to pop in two. And then I'll pop that. So you could do this one like these in all sorts of colours. So I can try layering them. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that there. So, and I just like to, on my reel, I like to just give the tree a bit of a lift. So there you go. So that's the tree. And gold on navy. I'd have to cut out another one of the, hang on, just bear with me for a second, and I'll see if I can get the bigger size up. And actually, I know what I'll do. It's a quicker tip. It just come to me. So I'm going to use the classic label punch, and I'll grab that colour. So I've got a piece over here. It'll be a lot quicker then. So I'll just cut out one of those, and I'll just grab a piece of gold. Well, luckily they're all sitting beside me. So what I'll do is I'll try that, and I'll cut out a piece of this. back over there, and I'll get rid of this so it's not taking up my spot. So I don't know how this will go, but this is just a little creation that I thought up just then. Come to me. So there you go. So which one? The gold on, so the navy with gold on top, or gold with navy on top. So I can do it that way. I could probably do it. Yeah. So what do you think? So gold on navy. So that's just something quick that I thought of say trying to come up with the other one, getting out a big shot again, and navy with gold. So we've got gold on navy, navy on gold. So gold on navy, that's 2. Navy on gold. You're making it hard for me, girls. So that's 2 each at the moment. So actually gold, that's 3. So I think gold on navy is winning. Gold on navy. So we've got, so we've gold with navy on top. So this one here is winning at the moment. So navy. So do you reckon we'll, so I'll pop it down and you can have a look. Maybe that might be better. So that's the gold with navy. And the navy with the gold. No, I'm sorry ladies, but I think we're going to go with gold with navy. So, yep, I like that one. So, matches the base, it does. So, okay, that's what we're going to go with. So, I'll glue those together. And, okay. So, I'll pop a little bit of glue on this one. And I'll try to get that into the center of there. Okay, I'll just have to pick him up. And okay, I think that's a bit, okay. And then I'll go down in there. Yep, I think I quite like that one. So, alrighty, so we'll get some mini dimensionals. I'll put that glue away. I just had my dimensionals and then I moved them. My desk behind me, it was all nice and clean, and now within probably, how long have I been on for? Half an hour. It's a mess. So actually I'm going to see how the big dimensionals go. We might be able to get away with those. Yep, no, we're going to go with the big ones. So I'm just going to pop 3 of these on the, so I'm going to pop one in the middle, and then I'm going to pop one, so, and we need this up on dimensional so we can help the easel stand up, because if you haven't got a leverage for them, it'll just keep sliding down the, so I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to use my grid paper as a guide. So, and I actually come back here. I'm going to, like I said, I line it up. I'll use my as a guide, and I want to sort of get it, I don't want it, and then I'll pop that down, and hopefully, there you go. I think I quite like that one. So I'm going to pop on this one here. I didn't want the and, so that's why I used the little, these little, I think they're called Star Designer Elements. And I'll I'll grab my take your pick tool. So I like to use the putty. Actually, I might bring a bit more of that out. So probably a bit too much, but anyway. So the putty end, all I do is I grab the little stars. So and it just picks up that. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to maneuver it so it's covering the end, and then I just pop that there. And I don't know, I might just put one of these because on the other one I had two. So I might just pop one right in the center. So there you go. Yeah, I'm only going to put two on this one. So there you go. So that was that little card. So which one did you like? So hopefully you can see that. So that was that one, and that was the one I made today with you. So which one do you prefer? With just the blue, the navy, or with the navy and gold? So, and I quite like it how Be Jolly this season is actually on a slant. So yeah. So there you go. So that's that project. So I'll pop those up there. My next one, I'll just get rid of a couple of these things. So pop that one over there in my little, and I'll get rid of, so if you like that, please give me a thumbs up, so I know that you enjoyed it. So my next little, thing, I got this idea years ago before I even started with, Stampin' Up. You haven't seen those stars before? I'll just quickly show you. Yeah, no, they were in the, I'll have a quick look. I'll show you. If I can find the page. They were in this suite. What was it? Brightly Gleaming suite. So that's them down here. So yeah, I got the whole suite. So and I'm been playing around with some things from this. So yeah, so that's them there. So they're called Star Designer Elements. So yeah, like if you live in Australia, they're $15.75. So yeah, so but I've been playing with some of these. So yeah, so look out for the next next video. So but yeah, gorgeous they are. So, okay, so I'll pop them over there. So oh, thanks for the hearts and the likes, girls. I really appreciate it. So so yeah. So like I said, I done a video. I used to do crafting years ago, and I really loved 3D things. And anyway, I made this little box years ago, and it was one Easter. Was it? No, sorry, it was Christmas time. I did make an Easter one that had an Easter bunny and that, but the box got a bit tatty, so I tossed it. But I made one for Christmas, and I filled this up with some little chocolates and took it into work. So this is just a little quick Christmas one that I and you can tell I love snowman. I always seem to have a snowman somewhere. So, but anyway, so had this little box, and this is what it opens up to, just a little collapsible box. So the one I've come up with is using the paper out of the Gleaming suite. Okay, let me get the lid back on that one. So this is the little box that I've made. So, and all you do is take the lid off, and you put your little treats and that in it. I was going to have a bag of chocolates or something, but as a lot of you probably already know that I can't eat chocolates, so I decided but you could put anything in there. I haven't got really anything in here that, I wonder if you can fit one of those in. Nah, a bit too big. Yeah, a bit too big for the stamp pad. So, but, could probably, nah, too big for that too. Yeah. Anyway, you can probably fit, just put a whole heap of, like, chocolates in it, like, yeah, whatever. So, but that's what I'm going to make today. But, and I am going to give away one of these today in my next live. So if you comment, like, share, I'll do 2 giveaways. I'll give one of these boxes away, and I'll give the card that I've made away too. The only thing is, whoever wins it next week, the lid will be down so I can post it. So I'll make another lid for it. But the only thing you'll have to do is it'll have the double-sided tape. All you'll have to do is just you will have to just take the double-sided tape off and put your little. But I'll show you as I'm. So that's what we're going to make that one today. So I'll pop that one over there. So I've got all my pieces cut, and we're going to use the steel scenes, and I just want this sentiment here for the tag. So I'll grab that out and have that all ready to go as well. So I should have this done ahead of time. I can't even find my blocks now. My blocks decide to. That's probably not. No. I think that was the one that I used. Anyway, I'll use this big one. So could you fill it with, hang on, I've just got to move my, could fill it with tags or little note cards. You could, Wendy, that's a good idea. I've got another project that I'm doing similar to that, so, don't know if that, yeah, no, that's too big to fit in. So probably fit that way, but no, you'd need the little size, because I'm not quite sure what that box is. Yeah, you'd need that's 4x4, that box, so you'd probably need you'd probably 3x3 cards with your little envelopes and tags. You can make a mixture. You can make tags and cards. So it'd make a nice little gift idea. So just watch this space. I may come back and show you something with it, Wendy. So you love the one. I'm not quite sure. Love the something on the bottom. Sorry, Sandy, I'm not really sure what you mean there. But anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you how to do this piece. So this piece here is, I've lost my notes, is 7 7/8 square. So 7 7/8 by 7 7/8. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to score, just make sure I'm doing the box yet. And all I'm going to do is score 2 inches all the way around. Make sure you score blade. So I'm just going to score and then turn. Score and turn. And I'm just going to do that on each side. Make sure it doesn't turn. Okay. You can do this on your any scoreboard. You can use it on your Simply Score. I should have got that out, but it's just a bit too big on my desk to maneuver it. So And that's all you've done for that one. And then I'll do my other one while I've got this out. So this one here is 6 by 6, so you could use any of your 6 by 6. So one of the sheets of the paper here is 12 by 12. You can get two lids. You can get 4 lids out of the one 12 by 12 piece. So this is 6 by 6. All I'm going to do is I'll turn it over, and I'm just going to score 1 inch on every side. But don't overscore the lid with the paper because it will tear. So I'm going to do each side. So I just do it lightly around each side. And then that's all you need to do. So like the 6 by 6, you score 1, 1, 1, 1 each side. And then your 7 and 7/8, you score 2, turn 2, 2 and 2. So actually I lied when I said so this one here, when you've done your scoring, get your trimmer, and so you're putting one point of the score line to the other point of the score line here. So sort of join it up so you've got point of the score. So you're sort of cutting a triangle out, and then just cut each triangle out of each side. So I wanted to do this part to show you because it's hard when somebody says do this and you think, well, which part did she say, when you've already done it and they're not quite sure. So I thought, well, I'd do it. And all you're doing is you're just cutting all those little those little triangles out, and you're sort of leaving a little triangle on the inside. You can keep those if you like, but it's totally up to you. I tossed them out last time, so okay. So sorry, the paper on the bottom of the original box, skipping important words. That's okay. What time is it there? So I'd say it would be quite late. So it would make a great gift, Wendy. I've got a few people in mind now that probably, but then sending it in the mail would be probably harder. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just score, just bring all those in. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these two ends here. I'm going to bring one in this side, and then I'm going to bring the other one in, and make sure you bring it in. So you're sort of bringing it in, and it brings the box together. So, and that's all you're doing, is you're just bringing your, so I'll show you again. So, or you can just do it this way like I normally, and just make sure it lines up, and you're just bringing your ends in to and it's just a matter of just fiddling around. You don't have to do anything to the bottom. It's actually does the work itself. So I'll do that again. So, and then all I'm doing is just making a triangle with those ends there. So, and then that's how it is. 11 p.m. That's my bedtime normally. So I've got a little while to go before I get to that time. So, but yeah. But thanks for joining me anyway at that time of night. So all I'm doing now is taking the side in again, and just making sure I've got got it. And there's your box. So you can just make sure it goes in. They're going into the center. So there you go. So that's that. You can make this any size. You can make it to a big size like this or a smaller size. So I'll pop that aside, and I'll do the lid next. So what I'm going to do is I'll need my scissors. This is the only part that you need to cut. So I like to cut down. So I'll cut down to one line. So you're sort of cutting down to just to that first score line. And I like to do that on the same side each, like on this side and then on this side. So I like to have them because they'll come in and they'll fold down on those sides. So turn it around. So you just going up to that. So you've got a square here. I'll actually like so you can see the square. So there's a little square there. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting up to that one there, and then I'm cutting up to that one there. So I'm just cutting on the inside here and here. And if you wanted to, I quite like doing this, it's just mitering the ends. So all you're doing is cutting up into there, so it sort of gives it a bit neater look. So I'm going to do that on each of the corners. So, and because I'm left-handed, everything seems to be. So all I'm doing, and if you have cut the paper a bit funny, you can always, like, no one's going to see it. You can always like tidy that up. So all I'm doing is cutting the corners. So now what you've got is that little bit there. So all I'm going to do is I'll just go around and fold my creases. And so all I'm going to do now is I fold all these bits in, and I use my my tear tape. I like to. I've always been a scissors girl, so all I'm going to do is put a bit of tear tape. I just find I like the tear tape better. It's easier to, and glue's not sort of getting stuck. And I don't really like having glue. So all I'm doing is putting a bit of tear tape down either side. So this one here will, and that's all I'll do is when I do, whoever wins next week, whoever the lucky person that I draw out, when I make it, it'll get sent in the mail, just like this with the tear tape, so I won't put it on, and then I can actually just flatten that all out, and I can post that all together like that, so it'll be all ready to go. You'll just do your lid, and yeah, don't know if that's one of my hairs or the cat hair, but yeah, and all you'll do is exactly what I'm about to show you to do. So and all I'm doing is just I've got right, I need another little tiny piece there. This used to be my, I used to use tear tape, score tape, whatever you, I used to use this. I never ever used glue until I started up with Stampin' Up, and now I love my Tombow. So it's funny how you adapt to something when you're so used to, I think the reason why I did that was because I was scared of the glue. So, but anyway, so all I've done is taken the tear tape off, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that around and match up to that side, and then I'm going to bring that around and match it up with that side. So you can just see how I'm forming the lid to the box. So, and you could do the lid in cardstock if you want, and just and use your and save your DSP if you didn't want to do that. So, and I'll show you, I've actually made this one here was a little tiny bit longer for some reason. So, but that doesn't matter. So if you're really fussy about it, you could cut it. And it's it doesn't even, but maybe the way I cut it the other day, when I cut my my trimmer, decided to get stuck, so I had to get my husband to have a look at it, and it had only just come off the track a little bit. So, but yeah, it wrecked my DSP when I was cutting it. So there you go. So that's that part, and then I'll show you how the lid just fits on. So, and there you go. So that's the box. So now we're going to do the tag. So all I've done was on the back, this DSP here, all I've done was just turned it over, and I used that with the same little nested dies again. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I'm just using Memento Black, and I've lost mine. No, I haven't. Here it is. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink up some Memento Black. So, and I'm still having, hopefully I haven't seen, has my video been jumping up and down in the autofocus, or has it been good? Because I did press a button. Oh no, I've just noticed it there. That's okay. I am going to get a new phone, or try my old phone, my new phone that I've got, because I've been trying to, I didn't want to have anybody ring me while I was doing my live, because that's what happened to me last time. So what I'm going to do is I've inked it up with Memento Black, and all I'm going to do is going to try to put it down onto my, because normally I'll cut all these out, so hopefully I've got it straight, and it could have been, it looks okay to me. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to glue that to there, and I'll just let that dry a little sec. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some of the Cherry Cobbler diagonal stripe ribbon, and I'm just going to cut a little bit off there. So, but I'll have all these, all the bits and pieces on my blog if you'd like to purchase any of these. So, so what I'm going to do is glue the base to, you thought it looked great? Thank you. Good. Yeah, no, it's been having, yeah, just every now and again it pops in and out. yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening. So, but it is an old phone. It's my old phone that I had before I got my new one last year. But so anybody out there that's watching today, what phone would you recommend that would be a good phone to use? At the moment I've got a HTC, and my other phone's a Nokia. I got that one for Christmas from my son and daughter-in-law. So all I'm doing now is I've just stuck that down on top of there. I need to move him over there. And I'll pop him down and then just give him a rub. I'm yet to play with these papers. They're really nice, some of them. So all I've done is glued that there, and then I've grabbed. Actually, I've lost him. No, I haven't. I can't find my other one. I've just got a This is not Stampin' Up or anything, but all I've done is I've punched a little hole into the side here. So I'll just put a hole there. I know it's a big hole, but you're not going to really see it. And all I've done is, all I do is pop that into there. Or did I pop it? That's right. Pop it into there. And then I'll turn him over, and then I get my double-sided tape. Just a little snip off there. And then I pop it underneath there, and then I take that off, and then I just lay it flat, so you've sort of got that from behind, and then you've got your little and I'm sticking to that now, so you've got that there like that. So that's how I done the little tag. And then all I used was the, what are they called? These. Yeah, dimensionals. And I just popped two each on each corner. And then I popped one in the center there just to hold it. And I popped one there. And then I popped another, actually I might cut some of those. I've got a sheet here. I might cut, so don't ever waste any of these, ladies. So I might just pop them there. And I might just pop all those there, just to get rid of all the, so that's all done. I can chuck that away now. Great tip with the ribbon. So an iPhone XR or 11 Pro are fantastic. So that'd stop the, would that stop the, what do you call it, the autofocus? I've tried pressing buttons and all that on here, but it just seems to do it, so I don't know why. But I've googled it like everybody said, and everything I've tried just doesn't work. So all I'm going to do is take off the, because I'm taking off all the backing, but I really want to get into doing a lot more videos, and I'm trying to get out there and get more creative and more have more followers, and just share what I love doing. And I love doing this. So all I've done is taken the backing off. Actually, I need another little one for the middle, because I don't like it when they bow in. So I know it looks like a lot, but if you keep all those little offcuts, you can minimize and use those. So because this it didn't look right straight, I don't know. Maybe it might. I might try this one a bit different. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon like I've done it on there, or straight? So I just didn't know whether I wanted actually I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to put this one on straight today and just see how I like that one. So I'm just going to grab that so I can get him. If I line him up, actually I might have to hold him up. So normally I'm standing over, right, I'm finding it a bit difficult to get this one, so I just want to have it so it's straight. Okay, here goes nothing. So could have been up a little bit more, but I'm not going to even try to take that off. So this is just another little sample anyway. So I think I like it diagonal, but it's a main. Yours might be different. You might like it straight. So, but all I'm doing now is grabbing another one of these little come on, and I'm just going to pop him right there. So there you go. So I'll clean up a bit of this mess and pop them out of the way and get rid of these dimensionals. I've been hearing a lot of stories about oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, Wendy. So which way do you prefer? Diagonal or is it diagonal or that way or that way? so there you go. So that's a little project. I love making these. I love making 3D projects. So and I will show that tip in a minute. So it shows off the label shape with corner wise. Yeah, it does. So hang on, just go back and just see what we call the edges of the dimension bones. Not sure why. I love finishing the. Yeah, so do I. I loved it. It's a main. I like to do that too. So that's okay, Lisa. The replay will be here, and thanks for joining me anyway. So hi, Carol. Anybody else that I had missed? Because I get so caught up with what I'm doing and I forget to say hi. So you like diagonal, you like straight. So it's a main. I just wanted to do something a bit different. So but yeah, I quite liked it like that. But that's just two different versions. So yeah, and so before I show you all the cards, this is with the punch, and I like, if you like Christmas trees, I noticed this when I was doing it today, yesterday. The little here, all these little Christmas trees here, I realised that you can use the punch to cut them all out. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you didn't want to stamp all your Christmas trees, and then if you cut, I'll find my scissors, they've run away with the mess that I've got on my desk. Oh, there they are. So you could just cut around here, and you can cut out the other. But I did have another tip from and then you just turn them around and cut that, and then you've got a whole bunch of Christmas trees. So you could just cut all those out, and voila, you've got a whole new lot of Christmas trees out of just one 6x6. And this is just showing you how to do it. But I did get another So there you go. So if you wanted to, you could use those Christmas trees, or you could turn them around and use the reverse side. So I did have 4. Okay, where are you? One's jumped away. I'm missing one. Yeah, he's gone. So I did have, oh no, he didn't, sorry. So you can have it that way, or you can turn him around and have the blue side. So, but I thought that was quite cute. So, and then another thing is, I'm going to try this one. So I need to do a couple more of these trees. But this little tip here, I'll get my trimmer out again. And I think I was told, right, I'll cut that off there. I think if you cut, I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was I'm going to go that, just to have a look. Oh, score. Cut, Michelle, not score. But I think it was a 2-inch, or I used a little bit more when I was doing it the other day. Like a 2-inch strip, and then you cut out your first one. So you cut your first one, and then you cut your second one, and then you turn it around, and then you can cut another one from that end there. So that's if I've done it right. Yep. So you can maybe I didn't cut it, but you get the drift of so there you go. So you're not wasting any of your glimmer paper, and you can get all your trees out. So yeah, you just cut it one way, cut them all out, and then turn them around and cut them again. I think you can get 5 out of like a little 6-inch by 3 strip, like of this one here. So I could just keep cutting along, but I won't do it with that one anyway. But yeah, so that was another little tip too. So you're not wasting. Well, you can see where have I put that piece then. You can see that I didn't waste much of that glimmer paper, but you could keep those and do little stars or anything. So I don't throw any of them away until I know I don't have a need for it. So, but there you go. So that was my little tip for I thought it was how to use your DSP wisely. So, or your glimmer paper, or so I'll pop them down there. And these are the projects I've done today. So those are my little boxes that you've already seen, and they were my two little cards that I made. So hopefully they're all in. So we'll just see if they're in. And so there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. So hopefully they're all in screen. I've actually moved them, and yeah. So like I said, if you like anything you've seen today, and you haven't got a demonstrator and you live in Australia, I'd be happy to take your business, and I'd be happy to be your demonstrator. But if you, like I said, if you're going to order $169 worth of products or more, you may as well join my team and get a discount, like a 20% discount on each ongoing order after that. But you get $235 of products in your starter kit, and you only pay $169. So, and you don't have to sell, you don't have to hold parties, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You could just buy your stuff for you. So, but yeah. So anyway, on that note, I will let you go, and I better go and have some lunch. And I'm actually on here longer than I said I was going to be. So there you go. I'm I'm starting to learn how to talk. So, but anyway, I'll let you go, and till next time, I'll either catch you next Wednesday or next Thursday. So I'm hoping to get a solid day in, so I can be on regular, so I'm not saying either one day or the other. So, but anyway, until next time, I'll catch you next time. Bye.